Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News Update. We're starting off this episode with a small question or discussion for you guys. What is a minifigure? I first read this article from brickset.com. There are some interesting points or questions about how and when people decide what a minifigure is in their mind, and how the technical combination of bricks factors into that overall definition. This week, the next biggest set ever in terms of parts was announced. We've got some small Star Wars and Marvel rumors for the Advent calendar, the June store calendar with all of their promotions, and the Ninjago Brickheadz is coming. A couple other sets got 10,000 votes of support. We're going to be covering all of that as well, but before we jump in, first I do want to say that the custom build that has popped up in the web store this week is from the designer Kevin J. Walter, and it is the Goa'uld Hatak from Stargate. This is easily one of the most geometrically intricate builds that I've ever encountered. It's got an incredibly unique and totally necessary strange construction process, which was super fun to do. And if you can find the single missing piece on the model that I didn't notice until after the video was launched, you get a cookie or something. Okay, let's jump into the news. Actually, let's jump into this minifigure discussion. According to Wikipedia, it just says it's a small plastic articulated figurine, while you see these figs flashing by the screen as what most would consider just a standard minifigure, the one that came out back in 1978. You've got your basic alternate designations like the mini doll figure from the Friends lines. There's big figs, brick-built figures, and then things start to get a little bit muddy. What I've noticed personally from having posted tons of minifig collection videos in the past is that there's often questions about why a certain type of figure was included or not included based on emotionally. I feel like that's what it comes down to. Emotionally, what people think really should count as a minifigure. The Lego Movie 2 is a great example. Miss Whatever You Wanna Be is a character. She's designated as a figure, though in reality just a collection of different bricks. Bricklink doesn't have Scooby-Doo lined up as a fig. He's officially categorized as a land animal, though if I'd done the Scooby-Doo collection video without him included, I think you'd all rightfully have some questions as to why he wouldn't be there. But then switching on over to Hammond from Overwatch, he's officially labeled as a minifigure, even though there's actually no articulating parts on this body at all. Perhaps some of the official labels for characters and figures are being mislabeled in one direction or another, but I would like to ask you guys watching, what constitutes a minifigure for you and what does not? For me personally, I would say any type of standardized, minifigure from the 1978 design on, plus any character that fits within that minifigure's universe, whether it's brick built or a solid mold. So Hammond would count, the original Sebulba mold would count as a fig for me, and probably Big Ant-Man in a weird way. Even though he's entirely brick built, he fits within the universe of the characters that he's supposed to be a character within the universe of all of these other minifigs. Anyways, as a side note, we are rearranging or expanding some studio space currently right now, and in the very near future the studio is going to be set up in a way for knocking out many more update minifigure collection videos and brand new ones as well. So hopefully you guys looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to getting back on the minifigure collection train. And now let's check out some of these top articles of the week. From the Lego art line, this is the world map, and it is the biggest Lego set ever in terms of part count, which is 11,695. It's going to sell for $250. Releasing June 1st, some of the reviews are already out. It's pretty darn massive, being 65 centimeters high and 104 centimeters wide. The continents and, well, all land masses are built in white with just a bit of black shading to look like there's directional light on top of the raised land. There's some color variation for the water, which I think shows the depth of the oceans. And outside of that, it's pretty simple. This is something that's supposed to look pretty clean and elegant on a nice, fancy wall or something. You can always see these pictures of these things in like a really nice office space or a well-furnished living room, something like that. And I'm sure one of the aspects of this that folks are going to like is the fact that you can easily switch out some of the dots on the white landmass. No doubt people would be able to show their wanderlust or travel history by highlighting certain areas in different colors, and because it's all studded, you can actually have a bit of a three-dimensional take on top of the land depending on what you want to do. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. There already are some reviews out for this set if you want to get some more details. The rumor list for the figs coming out in the next Star Wars Advent calendar come from Promo Bricks. Apparently they're going to be mostly based on Mandalorian characters. There'll be a Stormtrooper, Scout Trooper, Tusken Raider, IG-11, the Mandalorian himself, and the Child, or Grogu. And then of course the rumor is out for the first ever Marvel Advent calendar, and the alleged figures included for this would be Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Thanos, Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Thor. Every once in a while a new print comes out for one of these characters, but we'll have to just wait and see what they look like. But we aren't going to have to wait and see what the Ninjago 10th anniversary Brickheadz characters are going to look like. They're right here. Between June 1st and the 30th, you'll be able to get these two characters for either $10, or if you spend $85 or more on Ninjago products in store while supplies last. You get a blue minifigure on a keychain if you sign up for VIP starting June 1st, ending December 31st. So from basically a day or two from now until the end of the year, you can get a free blue minifigure if you sign up for a VIP account. From the 7th to the 20th, there's a polybag, a McLaren Elva polybag for a purchase of $40 or more. And the 21st to the 30th, with a purchase of $85 or more, you can get this Lego Swing Ship Ride. And then finally, that Minions, that Bob Minion little promo polybag will be available from June 24th to July 11th. You can get him with a purchase of $40 or more while supplies last. So tons and tons of gift with purchase items are coming back for June. This is by far the most that I've seen in a very, very long time. I've been sitting on the quote-unquote complete collection for those Minions minifigs for so long. It's finally we're finally going to be able to get that last Bob guy. Also, Lego announced a vlog for Ninjago, which is interesting. You're actually going to have actors playing some of the characters in real time, it looks like, and then just the 3D imaging of the Ninjago animated characters are going to be overlaid on top of them. Be kind of interesting to see if they actually did something like this live. I don't think it's going to be live, but Lego's always trying new stuff and new technologies around, so this is the next thing. I'm curious to see if it takes off. Jumping on over to Lego Ideas, the medieval tavern from Let's Go got 10,000 votes of support. This is medieval and it's different. There's a little bit of uniqueness to the architecture style. It's a tavern. There's a lot more color added to this type of build. This is an ideas set that I think would be awesome, but there are like 10 other medieval designs that have also gotten 10,000 votes of support, so this will be really hard for the design team to actually choose which one to go with next. Personally, I think this is one of the best of the medieval designs that's currently in the waiting line for projects to be approved. And then from Walk, Crawl, Run, this is the Boston Dynamics Spot 1:4 scale motorized model. It looks great, it's motorized. The walking function is a little bit funny looking, but I mean, it's still pretty darn good, and this is a really amazing looking model. It's awesome that they managed to get something like this to work and also look so good. Congrats to both the builders for getting those 10,000 votes of support. There are a ton of other articles linked in the description below that I simply have not had time to get to this week, but if you want to learn more, everything is linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.